YouTube world. Uh, Welcome. Thanks for joining. Today we'll talk about some particular stocks in which I came across or went through different lists. Believe it or not, in the state of America, there's over 13,000 stocks, right? So um, there's so many different ones to pick from. So today we'll be going over three. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. We'll be going over this stock called Domination Energy. In which at closing hours they're at up 1.8%, and they're going for $58 a share. And after hours, they seem to be breaking even. But at the same time, doing swing trade or close after hours, isn't always the best. Because it could look good, you know, before they close, but in the morning time, you never really know, and it's it's kind of almost not really a risk, but it could be kind of complicated. And I do believe that these guys pay a dividend of 4.75, and these guys are an energy stock. Yeah, these guys are an energy stock. So let's get right into it. Again, green is to buy, red is to sell. And as you can see right here, this is what you want to look for. Um, when it's above this middle line right here, and it's above the $58.38 mark, this is where you want to go in because, right here, it kind of tells you to go ahead and buy, you know, because it's green, right? Green is to buy, red is to sell. So, nah, not necessarily. Uh, but I do play PS4, but not anywhere close by. But, so again, if you want to see the graph, once you understand the graph, you know, it's pretty much, I'm not going to say easy, but you can see what's going on if you were to see the exact pin mark. And right there, across the middle right here, is what you want to look at to see what's happening, you know. Even though this is like a prediction, but at the same time, certain ones kind of stand out. So let's see what it looks like for the month. And as you can see, everything is still pretty much, this dip right here really doesn't mean nothing really, because it shoots right back up right after it. So green is to buy, red is to sell. And this is on if you download any kind of app news or stock news like that, it's definitely on your phone. So if you would like, you can check out the book too. It's called Khaled's Guide Towards Investing. You should check it out. But as you can see also, as I said before, you never really have to worry about this mark because, the push right here, that's kind of what you want to look for. And oh shoot, let me see. Take a look for the 6 month. Yeah, now at this point right here, it did say something about after hours. Not really green, but at the same time, I don't think that lasts too long. You know, but this time it kind of do matter because it's nothing going on up here because it immediately drops down there. So let's see what it looks like for the year. Yeah, so yep. At the same time, you know, this middle line right here is really what you want to pay attention to. And when people say like don't work hard for the money, let the money work for hard for you, I think this is what they're talking about, right? But when you get involved with like the penny stocks, I'm telling you, it could change your life. You know, um, I mean, granted and unfortunately, right? But it definitely shows a good sign right here. Because remember, green is to buy, red is to sell. And as long as you see the green, that's all right. As long as it's above this middle line. Let me see. Okay, I could have been wrong again, right? But that's okay because a lot of times, like, they could be paying out, certain dividends or paying out the customers. But yeah, but I think like the overall picture, what it shows could have been wrong again. But let's see. But for the overall, um, so we can go back real quick. The 10 years, I was definitely wrong, but investing is a long-term thing. You know, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? And so in the next, 10, 15 years, we can definitely check it out. And I think that's what they mean right here. So we'll go to the next one. Let's see this. Sap Se. Okay, cool. So I came across Sap, and I believe these guys are a German company, but I think they offer the same thing, energy. Where it says energy at? Well, I believe they're an energy company, and they offer energy based out of Germany. So they're called Sap, SE, and they're going for $2.99 and 27 cents a share at closing hour, and even at the after hours, they may be down 2.7, but I think overall that could be only temporarily, and they do offer a dividend of 0.85. So let's go ahead and see how these guys are doing. Now, I'm kind of unfamiliar with like this double line right here, but perhaps they're taking like a real close measurement of what they're doing. And so I know that at like closing hours, for the day, they're doing pretty well. But, as you can see right here, um, looking kind of healthy as far as, green is to buy, ready to sell. And you always want to like hold on to these. You never really want to sell your stock unless, there's a emergency. And so, right here, um, maybe at the end of the month, um, it shows being above the middle line right here. Green is to buy, red is to sell. And yes, as you can see, it most definitely looks like something that you should get into within the next few weeks, couple of months. For the next 6 months, yeah, most definitely, because it doesn't really matter what it shows right here, because it immediately jumps up. So um, just pay attention to this middle line right here. That pretty much tells you if it's going to be red or green. Yeah, that's all you really got to do, because right here is the most important. You see, it's the most important because, you know, if you don't really understand like what the people are saying, and I feel like it's kind of like unfair because the terminology is kind of pointless, because you may not even understand what the graph is doing, right? So at least this way you can like get an understanding on like a graph of what it is, what's going on. And the dates are down here, and boom. Um, no diggity, no doubt. 5 years. Now, again, these are all predictions, but at the same time, um, it's looking like a go ahead. I haven't seen any shorts, so let's take a look at 10 years. Boom. Even though it's down here, but it's all straight up. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't worry about too much down here because I don't think there's enough space to show. But, most definitely. And thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. It really helps out, right? But, I just kind of want to show what's going on here. Let's go to the next one. Let's see, this one is called um American Waterworks, for sure. I'm no financial advisor, but shows a dividend yield of 2.30. American Waterworks going for 143.882 a share, and they're up At closing hours, 0.11. After hours, 1.73. And yeah, I must admit, this one really did caught my eye because, the double lines, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's kind of like the balance of where it's going to go, right? So, let's see. For the end of the week or the next couple of days, you see, there's a whole lot of action right here, a whole lot of green. And, let's go for the month. Well, sometimes things happen, right? And at the same time, you know, it always seems to like fix itself, right? American Waterworks. And so, with that being said, you're still likely to, get your money back or receive your money. But this is just like the understanding of, what's going on and how to read from top to bottom. If you were to see the dots at any other place, but this is basically what they're reading right here. So let's see, 6 months. Yep. So the double line earlier, I wouldn't worry about it too much because it's more clearer here. And remember, this is the line that you want to pay attention to. See for the year. Yeah, most definitely because right there, I really don't see no issues because it still consistently shows exactly, where you want to go. If you was trying to like understand the graph, right? So, predictions too, but at the same time, it definitely shows a great promise. If you have a few, penny stocks, right? Like you can make some money off penny stocks. $5, $10, $50. Um, Most definitely. So, um, right here, like I said, the middle line, but we'll see what happens right here for the next, 10-year prediction. Yeah, so it doesn't really change too much. American Waterworks, um, after hours, 1.73. But, it looks all nice, right? But right here and right there is what you want to pay attention to. And for the overall, it doesn't look that bad at all. I would like to say thanks for tuning in. Until the next video, stay investing.